Welcome to This Explainer. Right now, in boardrooms and virtual meetings all across the globe, there's this immense, almost suffocating pressure on business leaders, founders, and managers to just do something with AI. I mean, everyone feels it, right? You open your news feed, you talk to your peers, you read the relentless industry updates, and the message is incredibly loud and clear. If you aren't adopting artificial intelligence, you're falling behind. But because of this intense fear of missing out, this FOMO, we're seeing a massive, massive disconnect between intention and execution. People are just rushing in without a real plan.
Okay, let's dive into this. Because what most companies actually have isn't an AI strategy at all. It's honestly just a scattered pile of disconnected tactics. You see a chatbot deployed over here on the website to handle customer service, a shiny new copilot rolled out to the engineering department over there, and maybe a weekend hackathon project that looked absolutely amazing in a Friday afternoon presentation, but absolutely nobody uses it in their day-to-day work. It's just a collection of random, isolated acts. And this usually happens because different siloed departments are out there experimenting in a vacuum, completely disconnected from the actual business goals. So here's our agenda for today's explainer to get us from chaos to a clear, proactive framework. First, we'll look at the AI activity illusion. Second, strategy versus tactics. Third, 3 key AI questions. Fourth, a tale of 2 companies. And finally, the one-sentence test. Let's get right to it.
Section 1. The AI activity illusion, mistaking motion for progress. So out in the industry right now, we're seeing so much wasted time, wasted money, and just a total lack of actual adoption. Why? Because companies are confusing motion with real progress. Rolling out random chatbots and tools is not strategy, it's literally just activity. Buying tools before deciding what game you're actually playing in your market is a very dangerous illusion of progress. I mean, sure, it feels incredibly good in the moment, right? It allows you to go tell your board or your executive team that you're using AI, which, checks a box. But without a foundational plan, it is just noise. It creates technical debt, it frustrates employees who are forced to learn all these disjointed tools, and ultimately, it just burns capital without generating any real return.
Moving on to Section 2. Strategy versus tactics, knowing the difference.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how it perfectly juxtaposes overarching business choices against the mere tools used for execution. We need to clearly define these core terms, because understanding this difference is the rock-solid foundation of everything we're talking about today. Strategy is fundamentally a set of choices. It's about deciding where your business will win, and honestly, just as importantly, where you will deliberately choose not to compete. It's the big picture. Are you competing on speed, on cost, or maybe on highly personalized service? Tactics, on the other hand, well, those are just the specific tools you use to execute those overarching choices. When leaders confuse the two, they end up putting the cart before the horse. They obsess over the tactical tools, arguing about which vendor to use, instead of making the hard strategic choices about their business model first.
I want you to ask yourself a truly critical question right now. If you completely remove the word AI from your current plan, would it still make sense as a sound business decision? Think about your latest tech initiative. If you stripped away all the buzzwords, does it actually improve margins, drive growth, or protect your market share? If the answer is no, then what you have is not a strategy. You probably just have a tactic dressed up as a strategy. You're simply buying into the hype cycle rather than solving a fundamental business problem.
Which brings us to Section 3. 3 key AI questions, building a real framework. Let's move to and see how this builds, because to move from theory into a real, actionable framework, a true AI strategy has to answer 3 specific questions. Step 1, you need to ask where AI actually changes your cost structure enough to really matter, not just some tiny incremental optimization that saves like 3 minutes a week, but a meaningful shift in your operating costs. Step 2, where does AI change what your customers fundamentally expect from your product or service? For instance, do they now expect instant personalized support 24/7 because of large language models? And step 3, where would a competitor's adoption of AI actually hurt your business if you just ignored it? You absolutely must answer these 3 distinct questions to have a valid strategy. So the crucial point is, notice what is entirely missing from those 3 questions. There's absolutely zero mention of a specific tool, a specific brand, or a specific large language model. And that omission, that is highly intentional. If you follow the news, you know that tools change every single quarter right now. The technology landscape is moving at just a blistering speed, with new updates making older models obsolete basically overnight. But your core business strategy? That shouldn't change every 3 months.
Your strategy anchors you, while the tactical tools swap in and out as the technology matures.
Let's look at Section 4, a tale of two companies, the consequences of your choices.
To see the real-world consequences of these choices, let's look at two businesses operating in the exact same industry. On one side, we have Company A. They see a press release, they panic, and they just quickly buy and roll out a new AI writing assistant across the entire company just because a competitor announced they were doing it. They're rushing, reacting, scrambling to keep up with the headline. Now, on the other side, we have Company B. They stay grounded, they pause, and they ask their team, hey, where is our slowest, most expensive internal process? They discover their legal contract review takes weeks and it's stalling out sales deals. So they identify that specific business bottleneck first, and only then do they go out looking for an AI solution that can fix that exact friction point. Company A is running pure tactics. Company B is running strategy.
And this brilliantly illustrates what happens next. Jump forward just 1 year later, and the stark contrast in results becomes glaringly obvious. Company A is sitting on this expensive tool that absolutely nobody adopted because, well, it didn't solve a real problem for the employees. There was no change management because there was no clear why behind the rollout. Company B, on the other hand, is looking at their balance sheet and seeing actual measurable cost savings. Their sales cycles are shorter, their legal team is way less burnt out, and the technology was fully embraced because it eliminated a massive daily headache.
This brings us to a massive takeaway. This tale of two companies is the exact pattern behind most failed AI rollouts today. You see, when an AI initiative fails, it is very rarely because of bad technology. The technology we have access to right now is absolutely incredible. It fails because the company was completely missing strategic clarity before the technology ever even arrived in the building. Strategic clarity must always precede technological adoption. If you don't know why you're deploying it, your team won't know why they should use it. Finally, Section 5, the one-sentence test. Before you buy anything.
Listen, before you authorize a budget and before you buy any new software, I want to give you a highly practical tool. Force yourself and your entire executive team to write down the answer to this exact question. What business problem are we solving and why does it matter now? Notice the careful phrasing there. We are not asking what AI tool are we using. We are anchoring entirely on the business problem and the urgency of solving it. The why does it matter now part is absolutely crucial because it prevents you from adopting technology just for the sake of novelty. It forces prioritization.
So I leave you with this final, provocative challenge to test your readiness. If you can't clearly write out that one sentence, are you truly ready to buy anything yet? The answer is no. Knowing the difference between a strategy and a tactic is where every successful journey begins. If you found this explainer helpful and want to go deeper, from actionable frameworks to leadership guidance to industry-specific plays, make sure to subscribe to Uplatz for the full business strategy and AI adoption series playbook. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll catch you in the next explainer.